Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Something went wrong everywhere. Mm-hmm. 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 Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Got my good, got my book, got my notebook, got my wires all over there, but that's all. Oh, it's supposed to be on this side anyway, so I can see. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. Ooh, I probably should put me over there too. Ooh, let's do that. Man, I had my ink pen because I had some notes I had. Do 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 do. I don't want to do that. Don't want to watch that. Yeah. Yeah da 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 da. Do 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 do. I ain't got long, y'all. I gotta get to the gym. Damn. Why I can't find it over there? Now I don't know if you in Dallas, Texas, you don't understand why I'm so stuffy today. I don't know what the hell type of windstorm that was we had. See, I got very bad allergies, people. You could probably hear them. You can probably hear it all in me right now. I got very bad allergies. Woke up this morning and I was like, Lord, have mercy. Did I say the day I was going to go back and start doing my lives? It would be the day I want to come back, the day that all this want to just be stuffy and everything. Just everything. I just feel like, ugh, 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 ugh. Yeah. I had my oregano oil this morning though, so hopefully that'll help. That'll help. My brother just told me to put some elderberry in my tea. That'll help too. You know, that'll help me out. And I gotta clear some of this up. This is all bad in here. When I say all bad. So you hear that? Your body shouldn't be doing, well actually your body should be doing that. Because your body produces mucus and snot to your immune system what does that. When it makes you, when you do all the sneezing and all the snot, that mucus come out, that's your body, that's your defense mechanism. You want that to happen. Which I could never understand. We're gonna get in track of field. I'm saying good morning to all y'all. Which I could never understand when a whole lot of stuff was going on with, what's still now with COVID and stuff like that, when people get sick, because your body immune system, it builds up that mucus for you to, and that phlegm to get it out. But if you land on your back and the phlegm is sitting right there and you can't get it out, that's how you get pneumonia. I just learned y'all something. I just educated y'all something this morning. All right, so people, good morning. So here's what's gonna happen this year, okay? Here's what's gonna happen this year, okay? We got a few different segments this year, okay? And they actually want me to go back to the studio again this year. I told y'all how much I hated that. I told y'all, the studio was pretty, it was big. It all had all the fancy stuff, all the cushions and everything. Everything I needed. I didn't like it. I like this. I like being at home in my house. I can just hop on when I want to talk and do stuff. I could do that. But they say, hey man, you can't keep being the same. You gotta elevate. I say, man, look here, man. Me and my people gotta understand it. That's y'all. I'm saying, hey, y'all in a minute. Me and my people gotta understand it, okay? We don't need all the high fancy productions and all that. We just like to be raw, all right? We like to talk to each other. I like to talk to y'all. Y'all like to talk to me. We don't need all the fancy smashy stuff for that. It's just like a phone call we have. It's like I call y'all on a daily, well, not on a daily basis, but like I call y'all. Everybody be like, man, you can do this with your production. You can do that with your production. I know I can. I did it. What are you talking about? What I can do, how I can make the production better. I started out with the pretty stuff. And I was like, I don't want that shit no more. I don't want that. I don't want all that. It's a whole studio right there. I literally got a whole studio. Look here. I'm gonna show y'all. At the end of the show, I'm gonna show y'all. Right there, the whole damn studio. Literally, music studio, record studio, the whole works. 20 different microphones in there. Guitars and everything in there. Yep, been to my house. My mama tell you, real life in there. I don't even want to use that. I like real, raw, uncut. I'm talking to y'all, damn it. It ain't scripted. So I don't want all the pretty stuff. I'm just done with that. All right. Good morning. Who in here this early morning on this surprise comeback visit? Yeah, that too. See, she'll be what I'm telling you. Remember, I had the RaesTake studio. I don't know if you remember, but I had the RaesTake studio, built and everything. It just, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. But for some reason, I feel like when I'm here, I'm more at one with y'all. Now, if I need to do some pretty stuff, you know, or something like that, then, you know, I might go back to the studio. The studio's still there, you know. Hell, excuse me, I was gonna build a studio at the gym. Everybody's like, man, build a studio in the gym too. I was like, can you hear me? That's all that matters. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Good enough, god doggone it. Brother Joe, good morning. Mark B Fitness, good morning. Track Sports Entertainment, what's going on, brother? My mother, good morning. Chizzy Wayne, good morning, sis. Shoki Stick, good morning. Nice to see you again. L Mother Truckin' B. Ooh, it's gonna be a long year with LB. I can tell you it's gonna be a long. I already know it's gonna be a long year with LB. Long year, a long year. Satoshi, what's going on? Calvin, what's going on, baby? Who else in this thing? Willie Davis, Simone Jake Francis. Oh, all y'all. Motion sickness, what it do? David, what it do? Yeah. We're gonna talk about that later on in the season. We're gonna talk about that later on in the season because I agree with you 100%. Who is in here? Licky Lake from South Carolina. What it do? What it do? LB, it's too early. It's off season, and that's what this show is about. We're gonna talk about some off season stuff. But LB, damn it, it's way too early for you to start now. Can we at least make it to Christmas? Damn, we ain't gotta make it to Christmas. Can we at least make it to Thanksgiving before you start throwing out the craziness? Because it ain't happening. We'll talk about that later. K-Love, what's going on? Jasmine S. Grand Rising. Florida Bliss. Is that Florida Bliss? FLA Bliss? I would assume that's Florida Bliss. Ooh, yeah, Bumble is coming back. That's gonna be done. That's gonna be dangerous. I would assume that's Florida Bliss. Florida Bliss. Who else in here? Shane Johnson, what's going on? What's the deal? That's bothering me. Who else in this thing? Satoshi say, let's talk about that in January 2023. Now, I say Christmas, you can go ahead and make your picks come Christmas. You can go ahead and make your picks. I'm going to tell you why, because by Christmas time, you're going to have a whole lot of these people on RaesTake, per usual, talking about what they doing in the off season. So then you can be able to make your determination off of what you've been hearing if they going to be ready or not. So we going to be doing. That's what we got going on. What y'all got going on here? LB, we ain't even got the regular show started. You already causing controversy. LB, stop it. Can I at least get the TeaTime started before you start causing the controversy? Damn, comment. Look at that. I feel like LB was just waiting. LB got like shots loaded of controversy. He just be ready to drop. Like soon as Ray go back on, baby, I got about 20 different ones. When I say about 20 different, I got about 20 different shots. I'm finna go at that. Good Lord. All in the game. Last I heard was yeah. Which is kind of messed up. It's actually very messed up. It's actually extremely messed up. But we'll get into y'all know we'll get into all that stuff later on. Yeah, we'll get into all that later on. But yeah, I don't agree with that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All them again, you ask me why is it messed up? I hope that's what you're asking me. I can give you that answer. I can give you that answer. I can give you that answer. If that's what you ask me, I give you that one, but I won't go into detail with a whole soliloquy. But I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay, since y'all pulled it out of me, I'm gonna talk about it then, damn it. And then I'm gonna get into what I want to talk about. Because I'm not supposed to be talking to y'all. I'm supposed to be teaching y'all. This is an educational show. It's called TeaTime. What the hell are you doing? Meaning, I'll see. We'll get into this topic. Here's why I don't like it, right? I don't like it because the powers that be push those envelopes and push those buttons like they always do, and they screw up for the little people. Here's what I mean by screw up for the little people. What was wrong with a theme move? I'm asking y'all now. I'm gonna leave the chat. I'm gonna leave it open. I'm gonna let y'all respond to that. What was wrong with a theme move to where she had to go get another coach? Come on, talk to me now. What more could she do? What didn't she not do? To where you wanted to take her away from Milk, mess up his money. You want to mess up what he built, mess up what he did. That Milk created that. Bob Kersey didn't create that. Y'all do this shit all the time. That's what I be trying to tell y'all. Now I'm gonna talk to y'all real fast. This is what I be trying to tell y'all. The best coaches out there aren't even up there. Well, yeah, I take that back. You know, Green Mills, most respect, hats off to them. I ain't talking about them. I ain't talking about them. I ain't talking about them rock people. And you know, y'all know I done told y'all the story about me and Bob Kersey. I love Bob Kersey. Like, that's my dude. He the one unlocked my mind a long time ago. My thing is, when you have young coaches, like Milk, my boy Milk, okay? That was the theme moves coach down there. When you have young coaches like him, like myself as well, when you have a lot of young coaches, it's more like, I'm trying to say it without making people feel bad a certain way. Most of our track coaches can't coach, okay? Here's what they can do though. They can write some damn good workouts, and they can hold a clock better than anybody, and they can curse better than most, but they can't coach, okay? Mad science, what's going on? So what ends up happening is you have somebody like a Milk that will develop these athletes. You have somebody like a Coach Schaefer that will develop these athletes. Make them fast, make them good, make them strong, make them worth something. And then, Kalisio, Shalom. And then they'll come in and say, okay, you did a damn good job. Instead of acknowledging that young coach that just did that, or that unknown coach that just did that, they say thank you, and they take your work and they give it to somebody else, and then they gonna, when it's time for the regular people to see them on the TV, getting the medals and shit like that, the name behind it won't be that little person name no more. It's gonna be the big people name, because that's what they want. It's all marketing, that's what they want. Now, outside of that, now if you just want somebody to be able to get this, look, I ain't gonna go into all that, but anyway, all I'm gonna say is this right here. I've never been a fan of it. I never will be a fan of it. Where you started at, if that is what created you, until some shit go wrong, that's where you need to stay at. The problem is, you have to go where the shoe company says you have to go. That's just the nature of the business. So she got to go out there because that's what they said. It's the same thing with Shakari. She should have stayed with Coach Schaefer. Why'd you say? Yeah. And none of my business. That's none of my business. None of my business. None of my business. None of my business. But anyway, y'all got me off topic, all right? So, I'm going to get back to that. But I actually do supposed to be on this thing doing some education. Who texting me? Who texting me? Who did it? Oh, so I want to talk to y'all about today. Because we are entering into November. November is like next week, right? So, per usual, I've been busy as hell. Y'all know that, but I'm back. I got stuff in order. Slow down. My damn phone and email don't ever stop, okay? I'm still getting the questions of what should I be doing right now? Or check out these workouts. Tell me what you think about this. Or I get the so this what we doing this week. Oh, okay. All right. I'm be honest with y'all. I'd say about 100% of the emails that I get, the videos that I get, the text that I get, especially in the off season, excuse me, are completely wrong. And what I mean by completely wrong is a lot of y'all be doing shit that you shouldn't even be doing. Like, I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm just being open and honest. Eric, appreciate that donation, my brother. We can have a whole live on shoe sponsor coach. Eric, you know what? I'm going to do that. I appreciate that $2 donation, buddy. I appreciate that. Now, like I was saying, these questions I be getting. Like, okay, so today, Ray, we did this, we did that, we did this, we did that. Here's what I always do. I always be like, okay, why? Why did you do that? And what happens when I respond back or I call somebody or I'm doing a FaceTime, whatever, and I ask that question, I'll be like, why? Most people I use the word defensive. Because to them, if I'm asking why, it feels like they're doing something wrong. 9% of the time you are. But I ask why so that you can tell me why the hell are you doing that? Why are you doing that workout? Well, I'm doing this workout because this what my last coach. Okay, well, you just used that word last. Probably didn't work, did it? Well, I'm doing this because this is what we did when I was at. Okay, it ain't gonna work. Well, I was talking to yada yada yada. Who was it? They coach at. It ain't gonna work. Well, why don't it work, Ray? Because you don't know what the hell you're doing or the whys. Okay, that's why it don't work. So I got a text, and they sent me the workout, and I added up the volume, and the volume that they did in 1 week was enough for an entire month for a sprinter. Okay. I had one person send me their weight room workouts. They had 2 full days of slow down, not go fast. Now, I know you're probably wondering, Ray, what the hell is slow down? Anytime you're doing a squat or a bench, you slowing down. We'll get into all that later, though. We'll get into all that later. So I politely explained to them what common sense is, okay? So I'm gonna give y'all these nuggets, all right? I'm gonna give y'all these nuggets about off-season training. Off-season training. This is gonna shock a lot of y'all, all right? It's gonna shock a lot of y'all when I tell y'all this. It's gonna shock a lot of y'all, okay? Put it this way. I'm 41 years old, right? Beautiful 41. I can assure you, without a shadow of a doubt, I will promise you, there ain't enough money involved for me to do it, but I will promise you, I can get out there and whoop damn near 90% of everybody running track. Don't worry about that. Okay, so Off season. There is no off season. that's the trick. Like, the trick to it is there is no off season. Off season doesn't exist. Off season is some shit that should have never even been created. There is no off season. Off season is the reason why you can't have a good in season. Come on, one more time. Now ask the question again. Now ask me again. What did you just say? I'll say it again for y'all. Off season is the reason why you can't have a good in season. They say the threes make it work. Off season is the reason why you can't have an in season. Here's why. There's no such thing as off season because it's a mental state. When you go into the off season, you're taking off. Your body is, what you're doing is you utilize your body to full extent. Literally maxed out. Not too many other sports do that. Not till it's like I'm going balls to the end, okay? So if I gotta utilize my body to go balls to the end, I can never let it shut down. It never shuts down. Because if it shuts down, it starts back over. I'm saying it again. If it shuts down, it starts back over. There is no off season. From your last track meeting, whether it's collegiate, professional, you trying but didn't make it, your last track meeting, you have 6 weeks of rest, tops. And then guess what happens? You get back to training, okay? You better training. So you're gonna sit there and say, well, Ray, damn, 6 weeks off? That's all I get? They ain't no off time. Tell you that. Tell you what. If 6 weeks off isn't enough, then you didn't train right. Because it's nonstop. As a track athlete, you never stop training. You never. Why? Let me ask you this. You have people who don't run track, right? They just like to be on Instagram. And just These people work out every day. Why? Because they're trying to keep their body at a certain point. So, if you just went through a whole track season, let's just say hypothetically you shut down for 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, guess what you can do again? Run. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get your ass back out there and go right back to sprinting. Yeah, you can do that. Here's what y'all don't do. Here's what y'all don't do. Y'all don't understand. You will take your body and your cells and your muscle memory and you will purposely turn it off without knowing. Okay, let's just put it this way. You just PR'd last season. It was a great season for you. What are you going to do when the season starts back up? You're going to say, you know what? I got the recipe. You're going to say, I got the recipe. I know what to do now. I'm going to do the same thing I did last year. You ain't going to go no faster. You can't go no faster. You can't go no faster. It's called evolution, people. It's called, you can't go no faster. Why? If I'm building a house, and it's a 2-story house, it takes me a whole year to build the first floor. I say, damn, that first floor look good. It's time to build the second floor. I'm gonna tear down the first floor. What? Hold on, stop. Sir, that don't make no sense, sir. Why would you do that, sir? Why would you start all the way back over again? You already built the first floor. I need a foundation. No, you need a damn foundation. You just built the foundation. You need to build off of your last year foundation. And the next year, and the next year, and the next year. Here's what I'm saying. People, make it make sense to y'all. When you go out there and you go right back to doing super heavy plyometrics, guess what you just did? You just shut your body down. Why? You built that shit up last year or the season before that. Why are you going backwards to do the same thing again? Why don't you just build on top of that? Last year I did my plyometrics in freaking October, November, and I got strong as hell during the track season. Well, guess what? You still have that. You take 6 weeks off, you pick back up, you can now cut those plyometrics in half. Your body don't need as much of them no more. It does not. Why? Because you've already strengthened it. Interesting. Interesting approach. Interesting. Very interesting. So, while we're on the subject of plyometrics in off season, I'm gonna ask y'all a question, and I want somebody to give me an answer. What are plyometrics, and why are they important? 2-part question. Come on with it. Who got the answer for me? Who got the answer for me? I'm over in the comments. What are plyometrics, and why are they even necessary? Come on over here. Isaiah says reactive strength. LB says short, explosive activities like jumping. That's a form of plyometrics. Power development. Shane Johnson says power development is the purpose for plyometrics. Interesting. Disagree. But keep going, y'all. Keep going. Being able to get off the ground as fast as possible, recruiting as much muscle as possible, says Isaiah. That's the purpose of plyometrics. Disagree. And great for the shin splints. Now that part you own something, that one. By the way, shin splints are not caused from ground impact. That's a myth. Repeated ground impact does not cause shin splints. We'll get into that later. Elastic strength development, says Brother Newman. Why do you need that? LB say plyos will get you bouncing. David says so you can become the second coming of Carl Lewis. You're gonna need a little more than plyometrics for that, but that's just motion sickness. There it is. Finally, motion sickness says, please let me just go to Google. Go Google plyometrics. Motion sickness. Here's your job, motion sickness. Your job is to go to Google, find out, come back and put it in here for us. Give us what Google says about plyometrics. We waiting on you. I'm gonna keep reading what everybody else saying though, okay? Dwayne Carter says, teaches the body to take advantage of stretch shortening cycle. Okay. E-Dub says, plyometrics are exercises in which muscles exert maximum force in short intervals of time with the goal of increasing power, speed, and strength. E-Dub just gave it to y'all. Okay? E-Dub just gave it to y'all. Okay? I'm gonna read what E-Dub said again. I'm gonna do that later. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm getting this call. Hello?
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Harris? This is Jason here in the leasing office, Laguna Vista Apartments. I was calling because I know you applied under system. Were you planning to, was you applying so we're trying to figure out.
For Laguna, but can I please call you back at about 12:30?
That will work.
Okay. All right. You calling my dad. You ain't even calling me. I knew I shouldn't pick that up. I knew it was gonna be for him. Anyway, where was I at? Oh yeah. Either plyometrics are exercises in which muscles exert maximum force in short intervals of time with the goal of increasing power. Let me get this straight. Like what Isaiah just said, Brady Porch. a sprinter then, we are said that we use a lot of force coming out the blocks. We use a lot of power out the blocks, as what E-Dub had put right here. Exert maximum force is what we do out of the blocks. So I'm just gonna ask y'all a question. I just like asking questions. That's what I do. I just ask questions. That pretty much explains what a sprinter is. So if that is what a sprinter does, and you usually sprint in what, say April, May, well, high school, March, April, college, March, April, May, the pros, May, If that's the case as a sprinter, why do you start with plyometrics? I'm gonna ask that question again. I'm gonna read it again, and I'm gonna ask that question again. Plyometrics are exercises in which muscles exert maximum force in short intervals of time with the goal of increasing power, speed, strength. One thing that we can never override is called muscle memory, though. So plyometrics can give muscle memory. We can say that, right? We can say that, right? So why are you doing it in October or November? Why is it at the beginning of before you do anything? If you need explosion, so basically what I'm asking you is, do you think that shit's gonna hold from October till track season? You think it's gonna hold? It's just, these are just common sense questions I'm just asking y'all. They're just common sense questions. I mean, we're having an open discussion. That's why it's called TeaTime. That's why it's called TeaTime. Do you think your plyometrics from the off season, that don't exist, you think your plyometrics from the off season still giving you support in season when it's time to run fast? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I'm gonna give y'all a little jewel, all right? In your warm-up, in your track and field warm-up, your track and field warm-up during season should not be the warm-up that you're doing. The warm-up that you usually do, it tires you out. It literally turns the body off. That's why you see people getting hurt. That's why you see people getting injured. That's why you see people that ran a track meet and they be dead at the end of it. And it's like, bro, you just won. You only ran one race. Well, here's why. It's that way. You did a full aerobic workout. Listen to the word. You did a full aerobic workout before you even raced. But according to what E-Dub said, in Wikipedia, plyometrics are exercises in which muscles exert maximum force in short intervals of time. So wouldn't it make more sense to be doing plyometrics for a warm-up as opposed to an aerobic warm-up? Think about what I just said now. Just think about it. Wouldn't it make more sense to do plyometrics for your warm-up versus plyometrics for your base training? Hiya! Hit them with the common sense. Kill them with the common sense every time. Kill them with the common sense. So now you're probably asking me then, okay, Ray, if that's the case then, what am I doing in my off season? I told you, there is no off season. There's no such thing as off season. So now your off season plyometrics are really just the plyometrics that you guys overdo in a shortened span. But your plyometrics are year round. Your plyometrics never stop. Why should they never stop? Do I need to read it again? Do I need to read it again? Do I need to read it one more time? Watch this right here. I can assure you, I can go out of bed by everything going. I can assure you, if you go to practice, right now I'm just talking to sprinters, right? The sprinters, 800 meter people too. If you go to practice, let's say you don't do the crazy shit that y'all be doing, like the 2 laps for one. What, bruh? You ran a half mile? That was dumb. But anyway, let's say you don't do all that. Let's say you don't do all the A skips, the B skips, and all the switches is, and all the switching is, and all that shit y'all be doing, man. It'd be like a whole circus out there watching y'all warm up. I used to be that person though. I wasn't always a personal trainer who owned the gym. I didn't know all this information. I used to be that same person doing the all that crazy shit. And so then you kind of realize, like, wait a minute, I'm tired as hell. Yeah, you are. You shouldn't be tired before you get ready to run. So let's say you switch that. Let's say instead of you doing all that crazy stuff, let's say you pick about 30 meters, right? And in them 30 meters, you hit your first one, you'd be like, let me stride out 30. Do 4 30-meter strides, right? And then let's just say you do something like walking lunges, but proper walking lunges. I'm gonna teach y'all one day proper walking lunges. Say you do walking lunges, 30 meters, jog it back. You do that twice. Say you do squat jumps, which is plyometrics, right? 30 meters, jog it back. You do that twice. Let's say now you do bunny hops. Still form of plyometrics. And let's say after that you do single leg hops. You know, you go 30 and 30 and single leg hops. And then you get fancy with your single leg hops. And you go that same 30, but you going single leg, 2 hops forward, 1 hop back, all the way down without stopping. And then you go, one more thing, you go single leg, 3 hops forward, 2 hops back, all the way down. You do that, then you hit 4 more 30s. Go. Go. Guess what just happened? You just turned your body on. Now it's ready to sprint. Why? E-Dub said that would plyometrics too. He just read it to you. Said, what? Do I need to scroll back up? Let me scroll back up so I can find it. See if I can find it. E-Dub says plyometrics are exercises in which muscles exert maximum force in short intervals of time. So if I'm getting ready to exert maximum force in short intervals of time, 0 to 60, 0 to 100, why the hell am I doing this whole aerobic workout? I should be doing that for my warm-up. So plyometrics don't exist in the off-season, people. Plyometric workouts not supposed to exist at all. Plyometrics is to get your body ready to go. Literally. It don't matter if you at a championship. It don't matter if you at a regular track meet. Your warm-up is supposed to be plyometrics. The moment that you start your warm-up, if you go to jogging, you are shutting yourself down. Which I'll tell you like this. Whatever you ran on that day, if you didn't do plyometrics, you could have ran faster. Proven fact. Whatever you ran on that day, if you did not turn the engine on, you could have went faster. Or watch this. If you got hurt on that day, it's because you didn't do plyometrics and you didn't turn the engine on. I'm sitting there telling y'all knows what I do for y'all. I'll give y'all the game. Look, I'll give y'all the game. I'm telling y'all. I'm just a black man who just got this information. I'm just trying to give it to y'all. I'm trying to help y'all. Ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Okay? Here's why it don't work, people. The food, some of us wasn't alive, but this should say the food that people like Carl Lewis ate, we don't eat that food no more. Okay? Let's just say the water that they think about back in them days, there wasn't no such thing as bottled water. So your body has evolved. Your body, your DNA, your cells, everything has evolved. You gotta leave that shit in the past. You gotta leave that shit back there. You gotta leave that shit back there. Why? Because it literally don't add up and it don't make sense. Now, I don't want to be that person that come out and be like, well, Article 2719 says this, and this going to back me up, and this going to back me up. This is why I'm saying this. I'm saying it because either you're going to take it or you're not. Shit, like, I'm going to give you information. It's your job to go look it up now. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, but it's your job to go find it. Now, off season, what we're talking about. That's first thing. There is no off season, so stop doing plyometrics in the off season. That shit don't even work. That's dumb as hell. That's super dumb. That's super dumb. Super dumb. Since we still talking about off season, I'm coming back over with y'all. So we're still talking about the off season. Your nutrition. Y'all know I am huge on nutrition. Huge on nutrition. Huge on nutrition. Y'all know my saying. Man can't create nothing in a lab that God ain't already created on land. Do I need to say it again? He needs to say it again. Man can't create nothing in a lab that God ain't already created on land. One more time. Man can't create nothing in a lab that God ain't already created on land. Okay? Nutrition. Your off-season training is supposed to be nutrition. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Damn I gotta get my body back strong. No, sir, madam, no, madam, sir, no, that's not what you gotta do, sir, madam. What you gotta realize is, sir, madam, you just went through a whole season of you asking your immune system to fight off this. You just went through a whole season of asking your dang amino acids to keep repairing. You just went through a whole season of tearing your body down. What your body wants in the off season is food. It don't want nothing else. It don't want no more of that shit. I don't want that. I need nutrition, Jack. Do you know how much glucosamine you took out of me? Do you understand how you have torn me apart? I don't want you to put me back out there and do nothing else. I want you to feed me and feed me properly. That's the off season. The off season is the time when you're supposed to clean your tank out, because it's like a car. You're supposed to clean your tank out in the off season and then replenish your tank in the off season. Not, all right, it's time to get these plyos in. All right, well, shit, you're gonna run the same thing you ran last year or probably slower. That's how people get slower instead of faster. They get slower because you're building on top of stupid stuff. Like every season should do this. Boom, 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 boom. Until you're pushing the levels, pushing the limits. Meaning, pushing the limits is every year I run, I will go faster. That's the new age of where we're at. Every year you run, you should go faster. If you're still training. Why? Because you're stacking on top of the last year. You're stacking on top of the last year. You're stacking on top of the last year. What y'all do is you go to the board and you erase last year and you start over. Guess what you're going to get? Damn near the same results or worse because you're not building. So guess what? If you only sat down or shut down for 6 weeks, that was your off season, and you used that to clean your tank out during those 6 weeks, that was your off season. Guess what happens now? You can pick right back up where you left off at. Literally, your body has not forgotten what that last time feels like or felt like. You ain't shut it off yet. Because when you go to doing all these extra jumps and shit like that, you just shut all that off. You just closed off your information highway. So everything that your body learned from last season, all the information that you stored in your cells, you just shut all that off. You can't do that, people. You can't do that. Right now, I can tell you like this right now. If you can't get outside right now in October and do a full-blown sprint, you ain't training right. If you can't get out there in October and do a full 400, full 800, go over hurdles, do whatever it is you need to do. If you can't do that shit full speed, you ain't training right. You ain't training right. Put in this aspect. Just like a field goal kicker who last year kicked, their furthest was 45 yards. They're not gonna go backwards next year and start back like, well, I got to start over. No, I was at 45. Shit, I'm finna pick up where I left off at, 55, 60. It's the same thing with what we do. It's like belts in karate. Once you get the yellow belt, next year you ain't going back down to the white belt. Now I have to build off of my yellow to go to my black or whatever is next color. I don't know karate, but that's how it works. Same thing in masonry. You got to go through your degrees. So schools is that same way. They don't start you over every year. It's a foundation. So when you looking at your track resume and you looking at it and you like, shit, man, I ran the same thing I ran last year. I'm good. No, that sucks. You didn't improve. You didn't improve at all. You didn't improve at all. Oh, E-Dub. Oh, E-Dub. E-Dub, you passed from the square to the compass? E-Dub say he done passed from the square to the compass. He say he know where the sprig of vacation at. Okay, E-Dub. All right, I see you out there. I see you, square. But anyway, I was saying, it's broken down the common sense way, all right? Common sense way. Night of the Rose Croy over here, sir. Night of the Rose Croy. We should have some conversations offline one day. I'm always loving talking to some brothers. Anyway, y'all, don't worry about me and E-Dub talking about over here. It's another stuff. Now I'm gonna get back over here to y'all and some of y'all questions, because I know you probably got some questions. Because anytime I come on here, I start talking crazy. And I disrupt everything you know about. I literally take everything you thought that it was and say, it ain't none of that shit. Stop doing that. Come over here to this side. Okay? The problem is, now I'm going to circle all the way back to the theme moon. Problem is, you have the people who are in positions to where you got to understand that they dumb too. All right? I love y'all. Y'all, this is why y'all love me, because y'all know I'll tell you to your face. Like, y'all gotta understand that these people are stupid too, okay? Not in like a negative way, just like they ignorant. They don't know the information, so they don't get it. They still doing the same thing they've been doing because, hey, look here, they just like to hang out. You gotta look at it like track and field, like a fraternity sorority. These people just like to get together every year and hang out with each other. They don't give a damn about what you doing. They don't give a damn about you as an athlete. They just looking forward to the fact that when track season starts, I get to go play golf with my buddies. I get to drink. I get to travel the world. I get to be at these hotels. They don't give a damn about nothing else. I'm trying to give y'all the game. That's why I'm like, look at man, y'all need to start doing this shit yourself and then elevate and get some information. Cause shit, here's the problem. The coaches that they got these people going to, these coaches are stuck in their old coaching ways. And then again, you got people like Milt down there at Texas A&M who are doing things differently because it's called education, it's called information, it's called, we can't do it that way. So, to sum it all up, okay, so I get ready to go to work, to the gym. To sum it all up, off season don't exist. If you have an off season and you're repeatedly doing the same off season, you're gonna repeatedly get the same in-season results. If you're not going faster every year, you're not doing something right. Because your body grows every year. Your body gets stronger every year until it starts to decline. Now, let's keep it real. Now, I'm not talking about if you 50, you should be, don't be stupid. That's what I'm talking about. In your career, every year should be faster than the last year. Every single year. Provided you don't get hurt. Every year should be faster because you learned off top, you put on top of that. But what y'all do, I'm saying for the last time, you start over. That shit don't work. That shit do not work at all. It never has. It never has. Y'all are creature of habits. Get out of that. Questions about this sermon I just gave y'all. What time is it? First of all, I feel like an urban over here. I'm starting to sweat like on Monday. Oh, okay. Questions. I got about 15 minutes before I got to get out of here. I got a 1 o'clock at the gym. So let me give them. Give me your questions. Bring your questions to the altar. The average age to decline. Kai Love, it depends on what age you started at. And it also depends on literally, what are you eating? Eating is the biggest thing there is. LB says, how often you do speed work and how often do sprint full speed a week? Also, how many days a week do you train? That's a damn good question. That's a great question, actually, Ogu calling me. That's a great question, LB. The answer to that question is you don't ever go slow. You never go slow. As a sprinter, you go fast year round. It's just, what days am I going fast? In the off season, it's about pushing your days out to where if it's October, I only train twice a week. It's October. But I sprint on those days. Why? Bro, I just told y'all, I just only took 6 weeks off. My shit is still good. I'm ready. I don't need to go back down. I ain't gonna start over. Now, all I gotta do is maintain. Meaning, I'm not gonna work out 4 days a week. I'm only gonna work out 2. Only gonna work out 2. And on those 2 days, I'm probably gonna do my plyometric warm-up. And that's it. And the other day, I'm sprinting fast. I'm going fast. I'm going all out. Why? Because I should be able to do it. I'm a sprinter. It's just that because I haven't developed the strength yet, I can't sprint 3-4 days a week. That's what y'all get confused with the strength. The strength is so that your body can keep sprinting day after day after day after day after day. The plyometrics is what, I don't want to go back into that, but anyway, the answer to that question is, LB, every time you're a sprinter, just like a kicker. It's like asking the kicker, so when do you kick? I kick all the time. Like, what are you talking about? I work on kicking all the time. I don't. When do you work on tackling? Like, never. I don't tackle. I'm a kicker. Think about it. You're a sprinter. Sprint. Don't ever slow down. That's why me and coaches we will go to war about this. No, Ray, you got to put in them 200, 300. Okay, well, you go do that shit. That's all I be saying. I'm like, that's not what the body, literally, that's not what the body wants. You have to give the body what it wants. That's all. In the off season, what y'all call off season, we don't call off season here. First month, which is usually September, twice a week. October, pick it up 3 times a week. November, 4 times a week. You see where I'm going with it? Now here's the part that's gonna really throw y'all for a loop. Track practice don't start till January. That's a whole nother topic, a whole nother day. Track practice should not start till January. Good Lord, I can go forever on that one. All right, back to my questions over here. Back to my question. I know I've seen some. AJT. Anything's possible. Way too early to say that, but anything's possible. Anything's definitely possible. It depends on where his head's at. LB got a point. You got a point. LB got a point. LB says, and that you're gonna decelerate no matter what because you're human. You train to be able to run rounds of 100, 200. How do you train to run rounds? That's a whole show I should probably do. But I'm gonna ask that question right now. Cause all y'all gonna get it wrong. I'll tell you now. Every last one of y'all gonna get that answer wrong. How do you train for rounds? Ooh, Eco Jock, I like what you just said. The average person does not optimize their health. Carla Lewis says you can't train for rounds. Yeah, you can. You can train for rounds. You just can't physically train for rounds. Give it to them again, right? God damn, they don't be want to catch. They don't catch these jewels. You be dropping them. They don't catch these jewels. They do not catch these jewels. I'm gonna give it to y'all again. I'm gonna drop y'all a nugget. You cannot physically train for rounds. Give it to them again. You cannot physically train for rounds. Okay, I'm gonna help y'all out. Here's why you can't physically train for rounds. Every time that you do any type of running, you're pretty much tearing muscle fibers, right? So the theory of getting round ready is I gotta run more. No. To be ready for rounds, you need your body to repair itself instantly, which is why some people do the extra stuff, okay? But we're not gonna talk about that. But if you want to be ready for rounds, it's not physical. It's literally nutritional, because your body needs to come back and be able to do the same thing it just did. You can't get that from beating it up at practice. Anyway, I got about time for one or two more. I got about time. Let's see what y'all got over here. LB says if you run fast in practice, though, your body will also be able to handle rounds. No, not at all. Nope. Completely false, LB. Completely false. If you're jogging in practice, your body won't be able to handle it. If you're jogging in practice, you won't run fast, period, because you're confusing your muscle fibers. They won't know what to do. You should never jog in practice. Never. You should stride in practice. Stride. You should never jog. All right. Jay-Z said, do you eat candy and ice cream? Jay-Z. Let's just go there. Let's jump into the ice cream. What is ice cream? Ice cream is dairy. What does dairy come from? Dairy comes from milk. What does milk come from? Milk comes from a cow. Oh, wait a minute. So you got me, you want the cow enzymes to mix with my enzymes? I don't want cow milk. That's not my mom. Anyway, God didn't say, no. That's, I don't want that milk. You want me to eat ice cream? You want me to have dairy? This is why y'all can't run fast. It's the small stuff. Do you know what that ice cream just did to your body? The enzymes in the milk. Let's talk about that candy you just mentioned. That sugar in that candy. That sugar is going to turn to glucose. Not glucosamine, glucose. That glucose is going to turn to fat. So what you just asked me was, should I eat fat and die to run fast? Look at it that way. Rat! Brack said, Uncle Ray's breast milk ice cream. The only way you can have breast milk ice cream that is good for you is if the breast milk came from your mother. Source number one, what's going on? E-Dog wrong with it today. Tell them again, that glycerin that's in the alcohol is also in ice cream. They use it to make it, but don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Demick Kemp says cow's milk is glue to the human body. That's why I love talking to y'all, because y'all be dropping nuggets too. Y'all heard the man just say it. Keep on with your ice cream. Keep on with your milk. Keep on. Yeah, it do. Body don't like milk. It don't. Don't at all. Don't at all. Milk does a body good if you're getting it from your mother in the first year or two of your development. Guess what? After that, you don't need milk no more. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. After a calf, I'm still with cow, which is my milk. After a calf has grown, does that calf go back as a cow and try and get milk from the mother cow? No, don't need it anymore. Purpose is, it's already been served. Y'all don't hear me though. I'm over here. I'm over here right now. I'm over here. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. You're never supposed to drink milk anymore. You don't need it. You only needed it when your body was being created. Y'all seeing? Every year I think about it. I think about it every year. Like I'm doing it now. Like I've been training for the past 3 months now. Literally. And I can tell you right now, y'all see. I'm just gonna run this shit for the hell of it, just so all this shit I be talking about. I literally kept telling my gym, like, I'm going to run this year only so that all this shit I'm talking about will be proven. Like, no, watch. I'm literally sitting down waiting. Like, okay, now I'm 42. All right, now I'm 42. Now I'm gonna go run sub 10. So I'm fucking anyway. Anyway, Ellie says, I would argue that football players run fast but do not sprint. No, football players can't sprint. Football, they literally can't sprint. Sprinting is an art form. Sprinting is a technique that has to be taught. Half of the people in track and field don't know how to sprint. I take that back. 90% of the people in track and field don't know how to sprint. I'm gonna change that again. 95% of the people in track and field don't know how to sprint. They just know how to run fast. They don't know how to sprint. Sprint is an art form. Sprinting is an art form. That's why it's called sprinting. But anyway, them folks be out there running fast, Jack. That's what they be doing. It ain't, but right now, off the top of my head, I'm gonna be honest with you. Based on what I know sprinting to be. Based on what I know sprinting to be, there's only one sprinter. There's only one sprinter in track and field. And I'm gonna have to get off of here because they're gonna mess y'all head up. They're gonna mess y'all head all the way up, but then some of y'all gonna agree with me. If we're talking proper sprinting, as in like karate, black belt, blue belt, yellow belt, whatever it is. If we're talking master, whatever you want to call it. There's only one person in the entire, y'all can take it how you want. I know I love all y'all. I love all my boys. There's only one person that knows how to sprint. Who is that? Give it to me. Eco job, no. You said no. Carla Lewis just gave it to y'all. Whatever number you want to put behind him, Ocean 11, 12, or 13, that is the only sprinter y'all have out there. Everybody else is just running fast. Oceans 11, 12, 13, Marcel Lamont Jacobs is the only pure sprinter in track and field. Think about that. No. Let me make sure I explain this to y'all again. I'm not separating men and women. There's only one sprinter in the sport of track and field, and his name is Marcel Lamont Oceans 11, 12, 13 Jacobs. There's not another sprinter. If we're going by the definition of what a sprinter looks like supposed to be, you ain't got but one. Male or female. He's the only one. Take it how you want. He's the only one. Now, that don't mean he's the fastest. As we've seen, people have ran faster. But the question is, a sprinter, they just running fast. They're not sprinting. he sprints. Totally different. Usain Bolt. I saw somebody pop up. Usain Bolt. Usain would be what I would consider a black belt, but Marcel would be sensei. Asafa Powell. Asafa Powell would be sensei. If you look at the two people I'm talking about, that's sprinting. Asafa Powell, Marcel. Those are sprinters. Everybody else are gifted, talented, and they can run really damn fast. They show signs of sprinting, but they're not sprinters. They show potential to be sprinters, but they're not sprinters. They're just running really, really fast with a little bit of sprint mechanics. Whole nother show for a whole nother day for me to explain that. All right. Hold on. I gotta give y'all one more though. Gotta give y'all one more. Shockingly enough, he wouldn't be a sensei. I could probably give him a black belt though. I could probably give him a black belt. And that other person would only be Justin Gatlin. Because that dude know how to sprint. He know how to sprint. He don't know how to run fast at all. He don't know how to do that shit. That dude know how to sprint though. Or did when he was running. He was not as great of a sprinter as Marcel is. He was not as great of a sprinter as Asafa was. But he is the closest. That's why I like, whatever the belt is under black belt, I would give him that, but I don't know what it is. He would be that. Gat would be that. Black belt, Bolt. That's your black belt. Your senseis, Asafa, Lamont. That's it. That's what sprinting is supposed to look like. That is what sprinting, according to physics, according to biomechanics, according to the laws of this world and this universe, what they do is sprinting. What everybody else does is run fast. So now here's the question you gotta ask yourself. You gotta say, okay, then Ray, before you get off this thing, go to the gym. You so smart. If you can sit here and say that, then could they go faster if they sprinted? I told y'all every year that damn record should have been broke. I tell y'all every year that damn record should have been broke. The women's record should have been broke in the 100. The damn men's record should have been broken. And I told y'all, I tell you every time, every year, these are people who can break it based off of what I'm seeing when they're running. If they clean their shit up and sprint, cut it off. Cut it off. It's done. But they can't do that. The reason being is because when the seasons end, they start over and they don't work on sprinting. They work on training. So, you gonna train every year? I'm gonna give y'all a little gem. If you go get a job anywhere, don't matter where you get one at, I'm gonna help y'all out. If you go get a job, they gonna train you. They might train you for a week. They might train you for 2 weeks. Hell, some jobs might train you for 6 months. But after they train you, guess what? They don't train you no more. I have trained you to be able to do this. So why the hell do we train every year? I'm gonna leave y'all with that one. I'll see y'all later. I appreciate all y'all. RaesTake TeaTime. This is what we doing in the TeaTime. dropping knowledge, dropping jewels, dropping information like we always do. RaesTake TeaTime. Anytime you say you see it's TeaTime, you're gonna drop some knowledge. You see any other type of live, I'm probably talking crazy shit on there. But you know, just another extension of RaesTake. Gotta make sure that we keep the information flowing, keep the knowledge flowing. I appreciate all y'all. And if I didn't get to your questions, damn it, you know I'll be back. Ask me then. But right now, I gotta go to the gym. So, hey, till next time I see y'all, you know, shalom. Hey, love each other, as always. Man, it's so good to be back. Hey, guess what though? If you got any questions that I did not answer, or you're just curious, y'all already know what to do. I ain't hard to find. Shit, email me, text me. Well, you can't really text me, but you know, do something. You'll find me. All right, y'all. Peace.